Welcome back to another Friday edition of JDMKE. Everybody, look at this cool poster. Look at how cool that thing is. I had that in my room as like a teenager, which is so funny how this all ended up.
I had that too.
Yeah, it was cool. But yeah, we're just trying to decorate the place and make it just really pretty.
Just trying to make it more homey.
Yeah. Today is welding in the tunnel day.
At least partially.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I don't want to commit to fully welding it, although if it starts going good, probably just go for it.
Yeah, but I mean, I think we just see how it goes. Most importantly, at least for me, being an idiot and not welding, because Sam's gonna do all that. I mean, I just want to obviously make sure it's in the right position. I feel like positioning and tacking it into place correctly is what I'm most interested in, and locating it with the holes that are already in the car.
Yeah.
That's really where I'm at with what I want.
Yeah.
So if it takes, more than a night, I don't care, because that matters a lot. Yeah. I mean, if it's off a little bit, it obviously doesn't really matter, but we've never done this.
Yeah, I've never put a new tunnel in a car, or even a piece of a tunnel, or we're essentially doing body shop work right now in a way, and I'm not a body guy. I'm terrible at body work. I don't want anything to do with body work. But this is like a functional type of body work, so I'm with it. But
well, and I'm not the person who's like, let's cut the quarters out and replace them and blah blah blah. Like, not into that. I'd much rather pay somebody for that. But yeah, this, I mean, that's the other thing. First time doing it, and I'm curious to see how our paint job looks since the last time, because I really haven't looked at it. I just kind of did it and I left, and
it's just primer. It should be fine.
I messed with other stuff. So anyway, we're gonna start taking a look, try and getting it in the right position. What I want to do really is I want to get the bolt holes lined up. I'd like to actually get some bolts through there.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the parking brake, that's a big one. And I actually think it has like provisions for parking brake stuff on both sides.
I think it does, yeah.
So if we can find, because it's like a universal right-hand drive, left-hand drive piece. So if we can find a couple bolts for that, and maybe do that on both sides, and then that'll get us our front and back. I mean, really, it'll get us our entire position of the thing.
Yeah.
To see if there's any more we need to, buzz off, maybe grind down. I pried off a lot of stuff, so with the prying, I mean, in the top of the tunnel, it looks like I might have bent a little bit, so
there
might be some hammering involved there, kind of just like squaring things up, but
massaging. Yeah,
just gently massaging. But yeah, just as long as we get in a good spot. We've got the welder here, we've got Sam here, we've got the box all set up and ready to weld. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna just kind of figure out where this thing goes, and we'll take you along for the ride. All right, here. Okay, so those bolt holes. You hold it up for a second, just to make sure.
I got it.
Okay.
Okay.
I just want to make sure I don't drop it on your head. So, yeah, I feel like they're not high enough, those bolt holes yet. Yeah, that gets better. I gotta go find these bolts. We used 2 bolts. I only have 2 of them. I was trying to find another one, but unfortunately I just have 2 of these bolts that are in the side of the tunnel here. So if you'll take a look, I had Sam kind of adjusting the tunnel. I've got 1 bolt in the rear. I got another, I had that hole kind of lined up. We're just kind of seeing where this locates the tunnel. We've got the other one right over here. That actually looks pretty good. So Sam is going to try and hammer those edges underneath and get stuff so that the edges line up, right, Sam?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so we're going to get doing that. So Sam, would you like to explain what you're doing?
Yeah, so these edges here were kind of spaced out from the edge of the tunnel, and that's what I'm going to be welding because we don't have a spot welder. So I needed to wedge something, which turned out to just be pieces of wood, on the inside of the tunnel to push it to the edge of the existing tunnel. So, which actually worked out pretty well. This is touching real tight right here. So there's a little bit of a gap around here, but right about here, it's touching real tight, and up around this corner, same thing over here. From almost the very top edge all the way down around this corner to about here, it's touching very tight. There's a slight gap here, no big deal. This is touching all around here, real nice.
And that's pretty incredible, honestly, compared to what I saw last time I was under here.
It's much better. Yeah, so these are looking pretty good too. These are the plug weld holes that I made. Over here, I pounded this one down a little bit because there was a little bit of a gap. So I did that before I hammered this wedge in here to make sure that it had some, it was at least close, if not fully contacting. It looks like it's contacting right now. If not, it's damn near. That's very close. So that should be good. That's good. These edges are good. So I can at least get some tacks here and in this corners. This thing's pretty nice over here. You put a little bit of pressure up there, and it's all touching. This whole front edge is all flush with the existing metal. So
pretty happy about
this is very good. I'm going to space it out a little bit. So, I'll do these two corners. I'll do the back two corners, and then I'll do something towards the front. And then that way we can pull all the rest of the shit out of here and have full open space. And then I'll start, going around. You don't want to do too much in one spot because that's when you get too much heat and then things start to pull and push and warp. Right. Yeah. So I'm going to move around a little bit. Okay. But I'm going to start where I got real good contact. So yeah, and it's good because these are the back edges. This is somewhat central, at least for this piece. I'll make sure I get something up here, probably on the sides, maybe in the middle, and then maybe somewhere around here. But this isn't too critical considering we got good contact right here. Tack here and here will be fine. Yeah. So I'll concentrate on the front edge and the front, back, and then right here. This is a pretty solid area right here. I don't think I have to worry about that too much. But yeah, looking good.
Sam's got his jacket. This is from the Ted Kaczynski collection.
That's from the Killdozer collection. What are you talking about?
Okay, excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Sorry, we don't condone that type of activity here on this channel.
Not the Kaczynskis.
No, I'm talking about the Killdozer. Yeah, no,
we absolutely condone that.
Yeah, we were. Okay, Sam.
Sorry.
It was supposed to be, inferred, right?
Right. Oh,
like the Oklahoma City bombing, we didn't want.
That we did not want.
While an impressive use of explosives by a single individual, definitely not. And I mean, Oklahoma, really, what did we lose? Just kidding. Oklahoma's been on the wrong side of history every single time.
Oh my God. Yep.
If there was a wrong decision to be made, Oklahoma did it.
Well, it was made in Oklahoma anyway.
Yeah. We've got a bunch of very prominent black people that are doing really well. You know what we should do? We should roll through their town and burn it to the fucking ground. I just watched Killers of the Flower Moon. Yeah. Have you seen that?
No, I have not.
Would recommend.
Yeah.
I went into it thinking, here we go, Leonardo DiCaprio, whatever.
Yep.
Crazy story, dude. Love the jacket. The jacket that's been crumpled up in the shop for just a decade.
Yeah.
Where'd you actually get the jacket from? Your dad?
I may have bought this brand new a long time ago. No, this must have been hand me down from my dad. It must have been. The shop is rough on equipment. I can tell you that much.
The raccoons.
Yeah. Those damn raccoons aren't a pain in the ass.
Watch out for that raccoon.
Can you grab my headlight over there on the
Yep.
toolbox?
Got it. Where do you want it under here? Or?
Yeah, just throw it. Yeah, right there is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Put it right there.
Yeah. All right. We're on steel contact.
Oh, is it running out of battery?
Oh yeah, it is. All right. Heater off, right?
What?
Heater off.
Oh, hold on. And I gotta turn the outlet on. I didn't turn the breaker on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does it need a minute to go off, or will the fan running trip it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Guess I'll try it.
Ugh.
All right, it's on.
Okay. All right, we got a ground. I got my knee pedal now. It's not a foot pedal anymore.
That's lovely.
Oh, okay, here we go. Contact. How thick is that, you think?
Gauge?
Yeah. I think it's 16th inch.
You want to know what's funny? Is I was gonna say 60. I was like, that's got to be a dumb answer. I don't know.
I have no idea, to be honest.
Yeah.
The fractions don't make sense to me. Everything is metric. Everything should be metric. Don't get me started.
Why are we still living like this?
Yeah, let's get some purge the gas here. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right, this little tacky poo.
Let's start with the good. It's tacked in a little bit.
It is.
Yeah, a little bit. It's tacked in. So that thing is in its current spot where it will live, which is kind of cool. So Sam was trying to TIG weld the tunnel, which requires a ton of heat.
Yeah, I'm not an expert TIG welder.
Yeah,
so that's part of it.
I mean,
I don't TIG enough. I'm okay, but not spectacular. So being upside down underneath the car, using my knee on the foot pedal
with 4 blocks of wood to go around a jack.
Right.
I mean,
yeah, it's not easy, and yeah, and it dumps a lot of heat into the metal to even just to like tack it and stuff.
Which is
it's
a
not,
thin little panel too.
yeah, and they're not the whole panel isn't flat flush against it. There's some little bit of gaps at beyond the edges. Even some of the edges that are touching, once you start to melt the metal, it kind of just creeps back, and then you got a gap, and then that gets harder to TIG. I did okay, I guess, tacking it, but it's just what I don't want to do is continuously melt away the new piece of tunnel. I'm not exactly good enough with a TIG for something as delicate as this. So we talked about it, and we've made the decision to just stop. It's tacked in place. It's fine right now, but before.
And we're happy with the spot that it's in. I mean, I think, you know, I'm trying to pull away, you know, the positives here. I think there's still positives. It's in a good spot, but however, the way that we're trying to weld it is not, I don't know why I'm saying we. The way that Sam's trying to weld it, I'm not doing anything.
Well, it's going to get increasingly difficult trying to bridge those gaps, and I don't have the skills to continue without potentially making this worse. So we talked about it. We made the decision to, I feel like a failure in a way, but to transition to a MIG welder. So we're not going to go any further today. I'm just not good enough with a TIG. It is difficult.
I'm a failure.
Well, I do.
It's not.
I wish I was better and I could.
I mean,
just
people have to learn.
Out,
period.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like, it's not, and that's another thing. Like, we're not fabricators. It's something though that we would like to do.
Yeah.
You know, it's like maybe one day we can have a space and make stuff and build stuff. I love that idea. You know, and I mean, you gotta do it with your NA Auto Supra. You know, you just gotta fucking blast a hole through the tunnel, and fix it. And you know, that's how you learn with stuff. So
well, the important part is we haven't ruined anything yet. I haven't. There's the we again. I haven't ruined anything yet.
I like that I've included on this. This is just how we talk, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a we. You know, I can like Sam.
At least, if you're taking partial credit for the things that I'm doing, then you're also taking partial blame for the things that I fuck up. This is fine. This is good.
I got that. I got that big time.
No, so yeah, the MIG's just going to be a lot easier and a lot quicker, and a little bit safer in terms of like, you know,
the amount of heat.
The heat and you know, reducing the amount of material.
And I mean, I think on the
new tunnel,
like on the front edge, there's definitely some adhesive that I could have removed better, which I think also affects things when you put all that heat into it. That adhesive was just wanting to catch fire.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and this is all thin sheet metal, so it's just going to be easier to use the MIG.
Yeah. So we're gonna get the MIG, come back and, you know, see how we do with that. And we'll take you along for that, you know, and see, hopefully it just works out a lot better. All right. So, well, don't let Sam be bummed, you know, put it down in the comments. See, I need you to be encouraging to my best bud, Sam here, that it's a learning process. And, you know, it's an NA Auto Supra. All right. So whatever. It's the bastard child of Supras.
Yeah.
We're making it cool. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, drop some friendly banter in there for Samuel. Tell him you're not that bad.
Tell me practice more.
Yeah, tell him practice more. Tell him you're a good guy. You're good at this. You can do this. We believe in you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Lay some dimes.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So I get
I'm not good enough to do that.
Yeah. Well, what the hell? What did I hire you for?
Right.